Oh, it actually worked for a change. Okay, so it's actually working for a change. Let me check something. I need to check something here super quick. Just need to make sure a particular person should be online. Should be. Well then, yes. So I was checking to see if Streaks was online, but Streaks hasn't appeared. But yes, long story short, yes, we're on Dark Souls 3. We're doing the Dark Souls 3 run. So we are. So I need to just check something here real quick, because unfortunately Dark Souls 3 has a little bit of a caveat that needs to go into it, which is obviously a bit of a problem. So it is weapons. So hang on, give me 2 seconds here. If I switch this over, do this, then do this, and then hit done, that should hopefully register on. Oh shit, that's me duplicating my stream. So it is. That's not what I was meant to do. If we go from here and we go into Greataxes, because it is a Greataxe run. Yeah, all of these aren't accessible until later on. So the only one we can get early is the Greataxe. So it is. Now I've killed the Dragon Leviathan with a knife in Subnautica. Jesus Christ, dude. You need to take a chill pill with the murder. But yes, we're going to be playing Dark Souls 3 and on the Greataxe run. Let me see if I still have my old save. I'm kind of curious, do I have my old save files? I highly doubt I do, but it'll be hilarious if I did. Ah, it was just my platinum run save file. Okay, new game. I got bored. I see that. Yes, indeed. Right. Greatest axe. You're not motherfucking Doom. Yeah, I know. Change to female. Yeah, I'm random gamer. I'm not Doom either. Don't worry. I've got called Doom from Wish, so I have. That was kind of funny. So it was. I need the one with the highest strength, which I'm assuming is just going to straight up be the warrior. Yush, barely. Souls to start with. I could start with a white branch to save me a bit of pain. I only got 1 gold coin, so it's fuck it. It might be worth it. I don't think I have any presets. Yeah, I don't have any favorites, so fuck it. Might as well do a little bit of customization. Where are we? I just do really fucking flimsy ones. Not physique. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Face detail. Tattoo. Sure, we'll go with the mark. What tattoos and marks do I have? Might as well put some kind of effort in. Give me a battle axe. Well, worth a shot, I guess. But yeah, I'll probably do like a broken straight sword run at some point in DS1. That would be quite nutty, so it would. Well, in saying that, it's like the broken straight sword run. It was something that was recommended to me, but I just sort of thought to myself that you can break the broken straight sword if you. It's purely if you don't decide to break the weapon. So it is. That's sort of where it sits. Is if you decide to break the weapon. The only reason why I'm choosing this tattoo is because it has a Greataxe on it. So it is. It has a Greataxe on it. That's the only reason why it's been chosen. I still feel like I'm missing something for some reason. Ah, there it is. There, her color, and we're gonna go with the standard purple again. It would do like 1 damage slowly, and you lose quite a bit of stamina before with the fist. So I suppose, but as far as I'm aware, you can actually like genuinely break. You can somewhat genuinely break the game if you do it right, if that makes sense. Like, if you build correctly, so to speak, you can break the game super handy with the broken straight sword. That's as far as I'm aware with it anyway. I've seen people do it, but that there's like relying on magic weapon and shit like that there. Using magic weapon and crystal magic weapon and shit. Like you can pull off stupid shit that allows you to. You can pull off stupid shit that allows you to win. I could, but guess what I'm going to do? You're going to do it unplussed. So you are. You're going to do it completely butt naked. You're going to do it unupgraded with no additional backup. If you like realistically, if you like, you can do it unupgraded, or you could do it with a raw setup. So that means or you can do it level 1 as well. That's also an answer that you have. Level 1, broken straight sword, no magic allowed. So you could. But even to me, that seems a bit rough. So it does. What's the last war in the battle axe? War cry. I've got a lot of learning. I've got a lot of stuff to like relearn. So do. Like habits and stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff I need to relearn in this game. Like how not to take stupid damage. At least I'm fast rolling. Is that us then? All good? Okay. I could do the same in DS3. You could, but that seems rough. That's what I get for being a fucking idiot. Yeah, haven't played Dark Souls 3 in a fucking eon and magically starts trying to parry Gundyr. Yeah, that sounds stupid. Still does it anyway. Like I need to stop doing shit like this. I like in saying that I do this to myself a lot of the time, look. It's bad that I've forgotten how to do actual wars. Now how the fuck? Right. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. At like the wrong possible time. Yeah, I mean, I know DS1, 2, and 3 like the back of my hand. After all, why not? Funnily enough, I'm the exact same. Hey, no, hang on. I might not know Dark Souls 3. No, actually, I do know Dark Souls 3 as much because I've got over 1,000 hours in it. My information probably just might be a bit blurry because I haven't done anything since I've done the platinum run. So I might be a bit blur. I might be a bit blurry on a few details, but I do know from a platinum run that I know quite a bit about the game. I think what I probably know the least about is the DLCs. That's a that's probably the main possibility here. What I know the least of is probably just the DLCs. That's probably what I know the least about. So it is. So what's the strength? 32. Doesn't tell you how much it takes to fucking what. It's 32. It's only half plus half, or half at then plus half. Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. Right, anyway. Immediately into strength. We do have a little bit of luck, so hopefully, maybe, possibly the game might be generous and give it to us early. I know I can no hit the whole. You can no hit the entirety of the Sister Frida fight. Yeah, no, dude, I'm not a no hit expert. If anything, Code Vein has very, very politely demonstrated that to me that I am not a no hit expert. Code Vein has well demonstrated that to me. Right. Knock, knock. Now, the only fun fact that I am going to bring up here is the fact that we do get access to a lot of stuff. So we do. We do get access to a lot of fun stuff. There is a lot of fun Greataxes about. And there is also apparently co-op and PvP is still active in this game. How? Somebody explain this to me. I know a lot of people didn't like fucking, whatchamacallit, Elden Ring's fucking PvP. Fuck off, doggos. And poise doesn't exist in this game either. Alright, you. Chop with the Greataxe. Give me it. Give me it. You're an asshole. Now watch as I farm my ass off for about an hour. I mean, it's the Three Faces, Sister Freed in the DLC boss fight. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. If you can no hit that, well, fucking done. Cause yeah, no, just no. I have struggled with that. I still struggle with that boss fight to an unprecedented degree, and I don't like that boss fight. So I don't. If we can do this here without getting the attention of the fucking dogs. Yeah, fucked game. I just want my fucking Greataxe. So give me it. See, the one stupid advantage to this is in Dark Souls 1, it was a nightmare. In Dark Souls 2, it was a pain in the ass. And then in Dark Souls 3, there's just a lot of fucking extra steps that you have to jump through just to get your hands on a Greataxe early. It's also trying not to die at the same time. Oh, come on! I only have... Oh, no, hang on. You get 7 golden rusted coins. You start with 7 gold rusted coins. Do you want to know something? This I can attune by, right? Okay. Fun. Riveting gameplay, guys. Eh? Riveting gameplay. Happy days, it doesn't get rid of my buff. Yeah, I might also do a dedicated flower quest in Hollow Knight, but instead I go around the whole map and back to the quest giver. I've done that several times. I'm more worried how many times it's going to take me, how many times I'm going to have to fight this guy just to get his goddamn fucking Greataxe. So I because we get, in fairness, we could be here a while. Like, we could be here a while. What timing was that? This game fucking hates me, guys. Come on, give me some luck here. Come on, where's my streamer luck at? Oh, you are actually taking the mic. How did it die though? Oh, give me something here, la. We're gonna be here a while. Unless some stroke of magical divinity comes and gives me a hand, I think we might be a bit done here. We might be a while. Well, unfortunately, this is the only method of getting a Greataxe early that I can think of that allows me to do anything of the requirement to this run. So it is. This game's hateful. I'll get fucked, dogs. You just so happened to teleport up my ass at the wrong opportune fucking time. But yeah, I'll have a fun time with Night Rain fully released and then Subnautica 2 releases. Oh yeah, as says I didn't get a key for Night Rain, so I was just like, fuck it. I've got too much going on my own end for me to be dealing with Night Rain at the same time now. My problem is I just don't have time to deal with most of what's coming out at the minute, so I'm just currently trying to fucking chip along at the minute. I've got that much, like, realistically, if I was to try and catch up with everything that I needed to do, I would need to be putting out at least 4 to 5 videos a day to catch up on everything that I need to get done. So for me to fully catch up with everything that I need to get done, I would need to upload about 5 to 6 videos. But yes, Subnautica 2 is a multiplayer game, so I'm gonna play it with my friends. Happy days. I think me and Strikes have Night Rain to think about, so at that stage, we'll be streaming with him. But no, if I was to try and do everything that I have planned, I'd be uploading about 5 videos a day for 6 consecutive months. And that's including getting my streams in and stuff like that there. For a second there, something I think it was read message came up, and I actually thought he had dropped the Greataxe, or it was a fucking touch bloodstain. You bitch. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. So it is. Apparently, Night Rain is absolutely utterly fantastic. So it is. Apparently, Night Rain is absolutely god tier game. So I'm just like. So all of these all the preconceptions that people had about Night Rain just being a cash grab is a bit on the wrong side. I said, this is what I mean. Just let From Software cook. If Miyazaki said yes to it, it means that it's within viable ranges here. Like, again, get fucked. My one advantage right now is, and it's shocking enough to say, is the fact that I am building up. Right, no harm, but the dog's fucking mechanics is fucking bullshit. The fact that it is proven that the dog teleports up your rear end is bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my usual attitude of bucket wee ball to Night Rain as well. Do you want to know something? I think that's what most people is going to be doing. The fact that it's a more multiplayer, more of a multiplayer one, I'm quite happy to see. So I am, but at the same time, with everything going on, it's like right. No! With everything going on, the advantage that I'm gonna have is the fact that you've got Night Rain coming out, then you've got the Lies of P coming out as well. Lies of P is a absolutely goated fucking Souls, like, I don't care, but its DLC has been announced. So my plan is to probably do a challenge run on Lies of P, or something similar to what we're doing now is Greataxe only. So whenever it comes to Lies of P, it's like only use strength weapons or something like that there, to give it a you're a bitch, to give it that little bit of extra sort of spice. Because Lies of P inherently is not an easy game, but it is also inherently not a difficult game. Because once you nail down the mechanics, you're basically sweet. It's a much more mechanically sound game. It's like Sekiro at the same time. Speaking of that, I have to go do a fucking Sekiro playthrough as well. I actually need to do a fucking Sekiro Platinum run, which is just going to be a fucking ball ache. Give me the fucking Greataxe, you uppity fucking swine. Give me it. Asshole. Like, seriously, why do you have this? Like, it's the only game that has went out of its way to make my life difficult whenever it comes to getting the Greataxe is most fucking certainly this one here. Because, well, no, Dark Souls 2 was pretty nasty as well. Yeah, might just do a dash only run in Hollow Knight. Jesus Christ. I haven't played Hollow Knight, but I've seen the difficulty of it, and I'm just like, I can barely succeed at Binding of Isaac. How the fuck am I going to survive that shit, lad? Like, I can barely survive in Binding of Isaac. Right, can you fuck off, mate? Fuck you! It was a matter of time before it was going to happen. It was a matter of fucking time. I've no hit 5 because my friend told me I couldn't. Well, your friend probably feels very stupid right about now. Because I know, I've heard stories that it's not an easy, like, I've seen videos, I've seen shit, like, even just getting recognition for beating it is enough, considering people have cheated just to say that they've done it. And I'm like, seriously, like, if you have to cheat to win, alright, okay, game, right, fuck off with your dog mechanics. You can straight up, you could have straight up seen the fact that that fucker TP'd on me, look. Is the hardest shit in Hollow Knight, but yeah, I still don't film shit. Here, you should have done it by, because I'm telling you now, see with what you say, right? See with what you say. See if you made videos about it. That's it. You would be bigger than me in the space of fucking a month. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, you would be bigger than me in the space of a month. I'm not even joking about it. So I'm not. Like, there isn't even a joke. Like, if you filmed it, yeah, you'd be sweet. Like, you would be fucking making money hand over fist at this rate. Dog, if you don't fuck off. Pain in my fucking ass. Right, come on, Slowpoke. I need that Greataxe. This game's going out of its way to wind me up right now. So not only killing me done it, no. It's just going to rob me of any opportunity that I have because the run back's that long that I can only get maybe 1.5 fucking goes of this thing. Come on, asshole. Game, you are going out of your way to wind me the fuck up here, la. I genuinely thought my mage only run was bad. This is beyond bullshit at this rate, la. Like, this is beyond bullshit. Give me the Greataxe. Fucking finally! We have got the Unga Bunga, which I still can't effectively wield. But we have the Unga Bunga. Right. Can I, like... Can I fucking leave? The fact that I can't wield this weapon, yet it still allows me to do that damage. I accept. Right, travel. Back to Firling Shrine. And now we get to go clear up everything. Now we just speed blitz the game. So we do. Now we just get to speed blitz the game. With a Greataxe handy, it's like... Throw in a buff or two. And now I can freely wield my Greataxe. So what is the damage difference here? Oh, holy Jesus Christ. Yeah, just a bit of a damage increase. Okay, yep, I can survive with that. Just a smidge of a damage increase, you know. In saying that there, we could drop the chest. And keep the shield. Oh, I can't one-hand it, so not really any point in putting the shield on. That puts me, yeah. Right. Some souls. Nope. The fact that they never patched this out shocks me. Like, all it would take is just to slightly move the tree, lah. Just slightly move the tree over. But no, I don't... I could, but no, I don't disappoint people by just appearing on YouTube and just disappearing immediately after. I suppose that's true. You appear and then just vanish like you vanish like a fart in the wind. I can understand that, so I can. Right now, luckily enough, right, this is where the bizarre part comes in. Luckily enough, we did get one of these. A large Titanite shard off rip. Oh yes. As far as I know, you can only do the trade once, can't you? You can't do the trade. You can't genuinely do the trade twice. I think it's legitimately only once you can do it. Yeah. But I think it's also different if you get black fire bombs. You can do it with it as well. Thank you. I'll be having that. Yield more souls. Now we go and clean up everything else. That's that one done. We don't have anything down there just yet to deal with, but we do have out here to deal with. Got a few odds and ends out here to deal with. There is black fire bombs down there, like, but I don't really find the need that I should probably be going and getting them. Wow, Cleric Chime off Ripla. So yeah, plus I find it funnier to just be good and no one knows, so I can trick my friends for money with my skills. Fair enough. I genuinely can't even argue with that methodology, so I can't. I genuinely can't even argue with that methodology. Because, fun fact, I know a few people that does the exact same thing. They act nonchalant at their games, and then they boot it up and you be like, ah, you're a noob, and then you're just like, all of a sudden he's just mopping the floor with you. Fun fact, that is how my mate made his start on fucking fighting games. He played Tekken for a long time, so he did. Never let anybody know that he played Tekken. And then he mopped the floor with his mate for 50 quid. Fucking hilarious. Right, I wonder can we deal with a samurai? Just poise him. I don't even want to risk the. Do I even want to risk the barhand parry? Oh no, that's not it. Like my axe still does good damage, though. Does that count as a hit check, by the way? I wonder, does that count as a hit check in PvP, I wonder? It'll be interesting to find out, because something tells me at some stage I will be invaded. I can't even remember where the... Oh no, it's the maiden that sells the dried fingers, if I'm correct. So I could technically turn this into a dried fingers run too. Attempt some PvP, I suppose. But I automatically know it will just be nightmare on nightmare inducing. I don't know. I said it's worth a thought. What have you? See, you do. You see, you sell it early. I don't really plan on doing any co-op, lah. And I could just let natural invasions happen with this being embered, lah. So I could. Andre, I think I do have 2 shards, so I'll let you upgrade my weapon. The first opportunity I get, I need to get a heavy stone. Right. Anyway, we've got what we need, so let's go. Oh, hang on. Is it not you I have to go to upgrade my Estus shard? Who the fuck do I go to? No, it's Andre I have to go to upgrade my Estus. I'm not going to need any of the good blue stuff, so we're just going to abandon the blue stuff. We're not ever going to need the blue stuff. So we're not. So in saying that though, we can remove that. We're never going to need it. So we're not. Right, now we can start this run in earnest. So we can start this run in earnest. Oh, hang on, I haven't. There's actually shit. I'm actually a fool. There's a few things that I have not done, like a fudging idiot. God dang it! Where are we? Not that. This one here. Dark Souls 3. Yes. Let's see. There we go. Job done. That's that. Now, that's all that done now too. Right. So, now we can actually start our run properly. And again, my point still has to be made that the Greataxe at the start of the game is still broken. I think the only time I was ever disappointed in a Greataxe was in fucking Dark Souls 2. So it was. I think that was the first. I think that was the first severe disappointment I had suffered through. So it was. Behave. Bullshit. What part of bullshit? Yeah, I say my weapon's broken and are strong, and then a puss of man just makes me a wimp apparently. But he does have a huge hitbox. I just don't like him because apparently hyper armor means nothing to this fucking thing. That's the entire thing that makes this weapon strong. Like, it's the entire thing that makes this weapon fucking viable is its hyper armor. Fuck, I hate them things. But yeah, when I finally decide to buy a PC, I'll start playing with mods like the Convergence on Elden Ring and DS3, and then I get another actually challenge to learn. Yeah, there's the one thing is I do genuinely wish I had a full PC to do mods, but at the same time though, running a PC and keeping a healthy PC is a lot more fucking difficult than people tend to think it is. Well, for me, and then on top of that, you need the money to be able to buy a good high-end PC to be able to run, especially some of the mods that have really high graphical demands. Like, I know there's some mods out there that have some really stupidly high graphics demands because of just sheer pixel rate, if you want to put it. But no, I'll just sit and I'll enjoy what I get. I'll let the modders do modder stuff until I get a strong enough PC to be able to do it myself. Because as I say, I'm upgrading piece by piece at the minute, so I am. Just literally upgrading piece by piece. Yeah, I haven't the money, but I don't have the time to keep it clean in the working order for now. Pretty much, I don't have it either, like. So it's a case of we just. The best way to put it is we make do with what we've got. So we do. We make do with what we've got. And the only fun fact that I do have to bring up is the fact that Dark Souls 3 does have many more Greataxes to use over its predecessors. Sorry, correction. Many more usable Greataxes over its predecessors. So that's one advantage I have in this one. Because if I really want to play balls to the wall, I could go fight the Dragon Slayer armor early. Now, again, that is full balls to the wall. If I really, really, really wanted to chance my arm on it, like. But that's only if I really wanted to chance my arm on it. Immunity, bitches. Right. The only reason I'm down here is to deal with a mimic. I didn't pick up any Lloyd's talismans yet. How did I fuck that up so badly? Oh, the rust is showing, guys. The rust is really fucking showing right now. The rust is fucking showing. Yeah, I have the money, but I don't have the time to keep it clean. Was there not a comment that popped in there? Or is... there we go. Now it's coming through. Shit, 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 shit. That's enough farm, I guess. Yeah, though, in DS3, I mainly use like a greatsword or just my fists for the fun. I would be much more of a greatsword fan, so I would be. I think stamina is gonna be a major like pickup for me though, because the Greataxe consumes a good bit of stamina. Dude was about to soccer kick me in the head, so he was. Dude was about to full-on soccer kick, not cuck, soccer kick me in the head. So he was. Hang on. My memory's not that shoddy just yet. Give me your legs. Oh, normally you drop me something usable. So you do. And with dragon in the way there's not really much of need here. Right. We've got 6k. Let's get a move on. AKA, let's go upgrade my weapon some more. See, if you had a swung one more time and killed me, I would have been so pissed off. Game's already being mean to me, that's all I've got to say. The game is already being mean. I'm not even in the fucking stream an hour yet, and the game's being mean. Well, it was nice at one point, and then now it's just to say, oh, wow, the co-op and PvP is active. Okay, good to know. Long story short, there's a lot of twinkers and people that are not very happy. But yeah, it's finally confirmed that from my friends, I'm not masochistic, is the same girl who cuddles up to me and still gets mad at people thinking we're dating. Lol. Okay. Yeah, I know. I had to read that twice because my brain didn't register it properly the first time. Right, so we've got 2 lightning greases. And we'll need one for Vort anyway. So how many shards have I got? I need to make sure I've got the no, I don't have enough shards yet. So straight into levels we go. And we're aiming for. Well, we've got 4 levels. Pull 2 out of strength. 1 into you and 1 into you, because we need to get the endurance up so we can wear full sets. And saying that there, when do you get access to Havel's ring? Is it not like the fucking stray demon, I want to say? Is whenever you get access to it? Preferably, by the end of today's stream, I would like to have gotten roughly as far as... Yeah, I thought that. It says, my memory's just a bit fuzzy on it. So it is, I've got 1,000 hours, but it's trying to remember everything that I've done, because I need to make sure that I'm not getting it mixed up with anything. It's a good old stray, yeah. Right. Sorry, Lothric Knight, but give me something I can use. That works! I'm not gonna complain, that works! Oh. Ye ask and ye shall receive. The only thing that's keeping this run alive so far is the hyper armor. Let's just be clear about that. I actually shouldn't be down here just yet because I kind of need the key. A lightning gem would be nice. A lightning gem, well, lightning's more of, as far as I know, in terms of this here. Oh, you can't buff already infused weapons again, so it's, your goal is mostly to, if you're going to be running lightning, you're probably just safer building straight into physical and then buffing with lightning damage. It just depends. You can amp yourself. There are, like, as I says, if I really did want to, I could build into a few amps. But I feel like that's I feel like building into amps is a bit counterintuitive to the entire sort of way that you're looking to build. So it was the same reason to why I tried to avoid it in Dark Souls, in Dark Souls 2. Because I discovered something hilarious in Dark Souls 2 is the fact that my build method was horribly inferior in Dark Souls 2. So it was, like, my build method in Dark Souls 2 was horrible. So it was. And I only realised that after basically on the verge of completing the 3rd DLC, if I was correct. I realised that I was at the fucking... Hang on, there's meant to be a fucking crystal lizard here. Where is it? Don't tell me it's already done a fucking runner. No, it hasn't. It's a raw stone, but I'll check early game and see if raw gives me more damage than thing. I don't need to do that yet, fuck's sake. I need to check to see if raw gives me more damage early game over normal scaling. I'm not 100% on it, but we can find out. Longsword, one of the best swords in the game. Lightning infusion, kill the dancer early. Oddly enough, that was actually part of my thought process here, so it was. My plan was to deal with the undead settlement early, but I was actually contemplating dealing with the dancer early, because if I deal with the dancer early, that gives me early access to chunks. And with those early access to chunks, I'll be able to basically build up to a point where I could just steamroll the entire fucking game. Basically the same way that I did with Dark Souls 1. Like, the only reason I couldn't steamroll Dark Souls 2 was because the game was just designed to be not steamrolled. Because, like, just to be 100% honest, no matter how hard you try, you can't steamroll Dark Souls 2. Like, it does not matter. You just cannot steamroll Dark Souls 2. I mean, you could literally get +8 or 9. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I could get really close to a max level weapon really early. Like, that's not a deniable statement. You are correct. I could get a really powerful weapon early and just legit steamroll the game. But the thing is, though, is it's not really a but. So it's not. It's just, I don't know if I'm good enough to kill the dancer early. That's the big thing. Is I don't know if I'm good enough to actually kill the dancer early, because for as much bravado as I have, I am far from the best fucking player at this game, like. I still have to rely on the odd cheap trick to get my wins. So I do. But no, like I says, that might work for you, but it most certainly wouldn't work for me, because unfortunately I'm down to 1 Estus already, and I'm already in fucking trouble. Oh. I'm already in trouble. I mean, strafe and dodge. Yeah, strafe and dodge. Unfortunately, that's kind of completely counterintuitive to my entire playstyle. Asshole. My entire playstyle is normally face tank and pray, rather than dodge and roll or strafe and dodge. My playstyle is so, like, it's just a lot more face tanky, and then obviously because I'm using the Greataxe as well, learning the timings is a bit more difficult. My playstyle is called winning. Well, yeah, there is that too. Like, that's undeniable. That's undeniable. But my playstyle is face tank and try. Trust me. Sometimes winning is not always the easiest option. Winning requires a lot more. Winning requires skill. Or common sense. I thought I was going to get lucky and get the Wing Knight Halberd, but I wasn't. Okay, right. Due to the fact that me being just a pinch low on health, you know, just gonna pop an ember, you know, get that full heal going, you know. Be somewhat sensible here. The one thing that I'm trying to be, but I'm historically terrible at. I'm actually kind of curious. Is there ever actually a purpose for the Ring of Sacrifice in this game? Was there ever anything that happened that really sort of hindered, like, required the use of it? Because of the way that I'm looking at it is Dark Souls 1, you had the fight against Seath. If you went into that boss fight and died and tried to go back and died again, do you have any idea how pissed you would be? Oh, hi guys. How are we all faring today? Good? Yes. It was half the reason why I wanted a piece of Lothric gear was because 9 times out of 10 the early game Lothric gear is more powerful than anything you can get or anything you start with. Yeah, you don't lose your souls, and that's pretty much it in this game. Yeah. Pretty much. Throwing knives. Like, I think it is, like, I am notoriously bad at this game. Well, I'm notoriously bad at Souls games in general. So I am. Well, I wouldn't say bad. I would say average. I would never say that I outperform anybody in a meaningful way. I don't overperform either. I play the game under the rules that have been given to me. So I do. Not there's just, oddly enough, just how I like it. And I'm just called Random Souls Gamer. That's fair. Speaking of that, did you ever actually go and play Armored Core? It's not Souls, but it is still the Armored Core Fires of Rubicon would still be it does make use of the Souls formula, or Lies of P for that matter. They're like I have to admit now that there's a lot more Souls likes out there. Have you ever tried your hand at any of them? Right, time to check something. Infuse. It will not tell me. See. Oh wait there, if I two-hand will it tell me? So my damage, obviously it removes all scaling, it's 300. Yeah, no, the raw stone doesn't work in this scenario, so it doesn't. No, but I'm planning to play it, and Lies of P as well. That is good. Trust me, if you are a Souls fan, Lies of P is right up your avenue, because I have to say, between Lies of P and the newest Lords of the Fallen are the two most accurate representations of the Souls formula to date. Like, them two alone are absolutely, like, they are the... If I have to say pass the torch, that's the best way I could describe it. So it is. That is genuinely the best way I could describe it, is if you're talking about passing the torch with the Souls formula, the newest Lords of the Fallen and Lies of P are the two main holders for that. Without a shadow of a doubt. In saying that, yeah, I've played Lords of the Fallen, but I haven't played the Pinocchio Simulator. The Surge is good. If you watch my playthroughs of the Surge, I personally, in my opinion, the Surge is probably one of the better games as well. One of the better Souls-like formulas as well. Like, there's a lot of games that has come out now. Like Neo is another one that I would put in the Souls-like as well. but it also does enough to differentiate. It does enough to differentiate itself as well. What else is there? There's that. I've got a whole I've got my entire fucking game catalog to go through at that stage. But no, there's a I would say that there's a lot of games that are horribly overlooked. So there is the Surge 2 is overlooked. The first Lords of the Fallen was the first Lords of the Fallen will and will always be the clunkiest of them. The jankiest of them's definitely hello guys! I love it when a poise doesn't exist in a fucking game, eh? Okay, now that that's done. Whew. I feel a bit better now. Had to blow off some steam. Right. Can I deal with a Big Shield Magoo here first? Come on, Big Shield Magoo. What I kind of find it funny is a lot of people seem to like. I could have done a spear only run. Just as the thought just reminds me. Excuse me. Could have done a spear only run. Well, that's not a spear, that's a halberd. Lothric gauntlets. Wait till you see how much of an upgrade they are. Like, that's just a straight up upgrade. Unfortunately, though, right, so we do that. There we go. Right, okay, right. Let's heal up because unfortunately this guy is just not so much fun to fight. Thanks, game, I guess? Hyper armor! Uh-oh. Apparently hyper armor doesn't exist. Okay, yeah. Keep. Hyper armor doesn't exist. I mean, I did Radon in Shadow of the Erd Tree with a swift spear. Dude, sometimes you just don't sometimes I'm surprised and then sometimes you just don't surprise me because your level of psychopathy sometimes shocks me. Like, your genuine level of psychopathy shocks me at times. Get fucked! I like Swift Spear's moveset. Yeah, so do I. Was it... Oh, no, you don't have a YouTube channel, but... Who was it? Was it Warframe done it? Warframe made somebody rage quit so fucking hard with it. It was actually fucking hilarious, like. Warframe made somebody rage quit so fucking hard, like. It was actually kind of amusing. I'm not even going to deny it. It was actually kind of funny, so it was. Right, fuck it. Let's go. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Oh, and I'm alright out of the... I think I'm alright out of the aggro range of the peasants. I am, yes. Right, let's see if I can get my revenge on this fucking Lothric Knight. I would again like some gear from them. Chest, gauntlet, or chest, leggings. Just, you know, the run of it really. Any and all of it if possible. Nope. Aye! Okay, I got the shield. Not terrible. Well, gobble! Yo, I just got home. But yeah, if I fought any of you in PvP, I'd lose. But in PvE, I might do a lot better. Maybe just a bit. Oh, you'd probably do a hell of a lot better. How's it going, Gobble? Not bad. Yourself? I seen Warframe got access to the fucking the network test. Fucking fair play to them. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the time for it, lah. It sounds horrible, but I just straight up did not have the time. I was going to apply for it, I just didn't have the time to play it. So I didn't. So we're on Dark Souls 3, well, not so much as requested, it's mostly just because it's next on the list. We'll do Dark Souls 3 and then I'll probably bounce over to thing. Some junkie came up to me and said, welcome to Guatemala, like I was white boy, like I was some white boy. Fucking hell. Alright, lightning in Greece. I don't remember if there's anything down here that is worth pillaging. Apart from a couple of souls. I don't actually remember if there's actually anything down here worth pillaging. Smashy, smashy! I'm going into the Vort fight with 2 fucking Estus. So I am. This ought to be good. What are the odds of me dying at least 5 times? I'm not blonde, but I'm not stupid, so I'm not white. Okay. we all have our moments. Oh, really? Warcry gets rid of the fucking buff? But that's some juicy damage. Fuck off with your charge. Ow, you're a bitch. And down goes Vort. I don't know why, but I expected him to be a bit more challenging. If just a bit. Fun fact though, with this done, we actually now get access to our next potential Greataxe. Hang on, let me pull her up here. So the next potential Greataxe that we can get our hands on is the Great Machete. Which, from the looks of it, is a good bit weaker, but it does come with Sharpen that does boost its damage. It's a bit lighter as well. Same scalings. Less damage overall, though. It's a bit disappointing, though. Can be infused and buffed. It does have the sharpened weapon art. What does the sharpened weapon art do in terms of damage? Increases the AR by 10%. So it does. I don't know, like, if you were to put that versus the Greataxe on its Warcry, what's the boost on the Greataxe Warcry? The Warcry provides an 8.3 physical damage boost effect, which only really, the Warcry only really comes into effect whenever you've got a maxed out weapon. Increases your A, so you got a choice between increasing your physical damage or just straight up increasing your AR. Don't know how I feel about that. Right, first off though, fuck you. I'm getting through. There's only one boss in this area, if I am correct. Well, one boss if you don't count the fucking dogs. We also need to pop back to the High Wall of Lothric because we got the cell key. But yeah, if I played Armored Core, I'd probably do some math to count how much force and energy to dodge in it. But yeah, I just started to play Hollow Knight again. Fair enough. Armored Core can be... Armored Core is an interesting enigma in my opinion, because it does have really like there's a lot of details that goes into it. There's a lot of shenanigans and details. But I will make it very clear, if your entire playstyle is around dodging and evading, have fun with it, because trust me, Armored Core really will put you to the test. So, well, Armored Core will probably put you to the test more than most games. In terms of dodging, that is, in terms of dodging, it'll probably put you to more of a test than you might think. Right, I need more shards. I need a lot more shards actually. We've got a refined gem, but a refined gem just balances it out. I'll probably just see if we're going for a heavy gem. But I don't have access to that until fucking Farron Keep, which is in the Road of Sacrifices. That's sort of where my stop point is. Travel back to the... Going back now. As it says, with access to Yole, we could get up to a few shenanigans, but we need to go save Grey Rat first. First off, vitality. How many? I've got 4 points, so 2 into there, and 1 into there, and then 1 into strength. I'll do the job. Need to try and get that freaking endurance, that vitality up, so I can wield my fucking gauntlets. I can now, so that's good. So that's just a straight up defense increase. Travel. High Wall of Lothric. We're going to the Tower on the Wall. We do luckily enough have a... fuck is it called? Homeward Bone, that's what it's called. Brain's just not functioning today, but after recording Code Vein back, brain is just not functioning. There's not. That's another one, funnily enough. Code Vein. Code Vein is a horribly underrated game, and the only reason why it's so horribly underrated now is because the developers got fucking greedy. That's the only reason that game got as much hate as it did, is because the developers got fucking greedy with their DLCs. And that is it. Hang on, I'll talk to you in a second here once I kill this guy. Oh yeah, I need to invade somebody at some stage too, so I do. Yeah, hang on. Every time. I mean, the machine you use weights multiple tons, and to stop and change that much of weight and speed in an instant takes a fuckload of energy that would most likely melt your enemies. Yeah. Like, the energy just to use, the energy required just to fucking propel the machines alone would be ridiculous. Considering you're about the size, like, in comparison to you, like, those, the armored cores are multiple stories tall. So they are, if not bigger. Multiple stories, they're about the fucking hell, they're probably the size of skyscrapers. Fuck, multiple stories, they're fucking huge in comparison. Shrine Bonfire, yes. They're fucking huge, so they are. I wonder, hang on. So math ain't mathing too much, but as long as the game's fun, I could care plus. I like Warhammer, so math and logic be fucked. That also works. There is no logic. There is no fucking logic in Warhammer. So there isn't. I've recently started catching up in with Warhammer lore again, and I'm just like, holy fuck. Warhammer's just a bombshell of stuff, so it is. Smashy, smashy! Do not tell me you just dropped the 4-pronged plow. No, you didn't, that's okay. I was about to say. See, if I was to be stupid and press and have the dried fingers online right now, I would be getting invaded so much that the game would be borderline unplayable. So I would. I would be getting invaded so much the game would be borderline unfucking playable. Charcoal bundle, okay. Good if you like to riposte people. Another charcoal bundle. Squish. Are you excited for Night Rain? Of course I am! Jesus! I am as hyped can be. The only thing is I'm being very, very, very patient with it, so I am. I am avoiding all spoilers like a good boy, so I am. So that means whenever I play Night Rain, because I will be streaming Night Rain, on release, hopefully. Is it like the 30th of May or something it's released? What is the, no, like actually, like, this is where I now start to show my stupidity. What is actually the release date for Night Rain now? Because I have to understand that I have a lot of stuff that I'll need to get tied up before that date hits. The only flaw I see in the game is the enclosing circle mechanic. Well, like I said, I'll obviously give you my opinion once I see it for myself. Like, in like 30th of March. In like 100 days. 30th of March is March or May. I think I seen May, because if it had been March, I would have been fucked. Because Monster Hunter Wilds comes out at the end of this month, like, and I would just be straight up fucked at that stage, like. So I would, like, I don't think you understand how screwed I would legitimately be. Because Monster Hunter Wilds comes out at the end of the month, like, so I have enough on my plate as it sits. In the most polite sense of things. I honestly don't care. I'm just gonna be playing it and most likely hunting down the bosses in the circle. Yeah, probably. Like the circle hunts us, you'll be hunting the bosses. And in a matter of about 2 days, you'll be no hitting your way through the game easily enough. I'll be saying this much, that'll not be my prerogative. But no, with Monster Hunter Wilds being out at the end of this month, like I'm gonna need like time to get my head wrapped around everything that's coming out. Like everything's coming out so close to each other that it's just gonna cripple me in terms of time. So it is. So I'm gonna need to be proper fucking careful, so I am. Or else I'm going to end up... Hello! I'm gonna end up fucking rammed. And what already adds up to the amount of pressure that I have on me already is the fact that the amount of content that I'm already inherently putting out. Adding them on top of it is just gonna completely cripple me, you know? Yo, some charcoal pine resin. Warrior of Sunlight. Some of Solaire's... No, Sigward's soup. I think it's the Sigward that's making the soup. Denied. I need more shards. I just want to be a bird, man. Look, I'm going to reply to this first, but the thing is, and I have to make this super fucking clear, just let them cook. People are complaining that it's not the standard formula. And fucking what? They're basically modding Elden Ring for everybody to enjoy. Fucking just enjoy what you're given. People are... Alright, anyway. But yes, on to what was random saying. Depends if I have work when it releases, and if I do, I'll be decorating cakes and making bread at the bakery while you probably play. Probably. Because I'll be booking off immediately for it, so I will, because, well, I don't, I'll have to wait closer to the day and see what the situation is, because again, with the way that everything goes, if something like that there comes out, I'll 9 times out of 10 I'll have to book off to be able to do anything meaningful with it, or we're just gonna be waiting forever until I get the shit done. So it is. It's just one of those really fucking rough combinations that I'm stuck in. So it is. As long as it isn't ass, I don't care what they do. Yeah. And the thing is, like, it's I already instinctively know it's not going to be ass. First off, it's From Software. They have cultivated a reputation of being goated game developers, so that's not an argument. So it isn't. And for once, they're really going out of their way to experiment and see what shenanigans they can get away with. So I'm just like, I'm sitting here, I'm all for it. Fuck it. Look, if you're gonna cook that hard, be my guest. Show me what you've got. Because if you're gonna cook like that, I want to see what you're able to do. So I do. I want to see this. I want to see Night Rain in all its glory. I don't want the half cooked version that, well, it's not half cooked, it's just a beta test to make sure that the online's working. So it is. That doesn't bother me too much. So it doesn't. But what I do want to see is, I want to see where they're going to go with it. I mean, I hope they still make their usual, but I don't mind them experimenting. Oh, I hope they go full hog. I hope they go full wild. So that's what my opinion is. I want them to go full wild and show me like what ideas have you been coming up with that you're going to put into this game, lah? That is my curiosity. I want to see what you can do full hog. So I do. So it is a hit check. It's good to know. But no, I want to know what can you do whenever the leash has been taken off. You know what I mean? Like, the way that I'm looking at it is, Miyazaki approved it. If Miyazaki approves it, I approve. He didn't even resist. Nope. It's Elden Ring. But no, that's where I currently sit. Give me what I want, you bitch. Right, anyway. Bombardment of arrows. Like, how much has this guy killed? Now, I know I didn't start with a white bronze, so I don't know why he's aiming for them over me. Never mind. I just seen the fuck you, Archer. Alright. Come in, give me 2 seconds though. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Give me 2 seconds, guys. If you're wondering, guys, why the camera's still off, as I've got a bite to eat. So I do. It's my dessert from earlier. Some lovely tiramisu. So it is. And I'm going to need it because tiramisu is just coffee. What? Some streamers I've watched are just molding that Elden Ring is too anime and Night Rain is the downfall of Souls. Like, shut up, it's fire. Tiramisu is so fire, bro. No, it's not the downfall. Like, people need to shut the fuck up, to be honest, because just because they're doing something different with the Souls series does not make it an inferior product. So it does not make it an inferior product. As long as the core formula of as long as the core Souls formula is still intact while playing Night Rain, means that it's still a Souls-like game, or a Soulsborne game. It's still a Soulsborne game, and if it plays well and people like it, then it's a success. Sekiro was different and it was good. Exactly! Like, it fucks me off, right? I'm a Dark Souls veteran, but I'm not a Souls purist. And I'm sorry, but I will outright say now that Souls purists are the worst of the Dark Souls fan base. So they are. I'm sorry, but Souls purists are the worst of the Dark Souls fan base. Or the From Software fan base. Because I'm sorry, but it's always the same fucking argument over and over again. Anytime a new fucking Souls game was fucking released, it was always the same bullshit over and over and over again. So it was always the same bullshit. Just because they changed up the coding slightly, they are just meat writing Dark Souls 1. Look, don't get me wrong, Dark Souls 1 is a flawed masterpiece. Right? Dark Souls 1 is a flawed masterpiece. I'm not going to deny that. But the thing is, though, is if you don't adapt, like, this is the reason why Call of Duty has died. That and many other reasons, right? But this is the reason why most other games die. It is because they get comfortable in the formula that they have and never tried to expand on it. And that is why the games end up dying, is because they never tried to push forward. They never tried to push past. If you don't, go play Dragon Age. Fucking right. But then you get the people like, no harm, right? I'm not going to deny, right? The peak of Dragon Age was Dragon Age Inquisition. That was the peak of Dragon Age, right? I'm sorry. End of story. The peak of Dragon Age was Dragon Age Inquisition, so it was, right? After that fucking shit, Dragon Age Inquisition was so buns. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So I don't. But personally, to me, Dragon Age Inquisition was the best of the Dragon Ages, because they improved and improved and improved on Dragon Age 1 to 2 to Dragon Age Inquisition. So it was, but then it went under fucking. I got the part where the dwarf shows up, and I never played it again. That was where I think his name's Varus or something. I think his name's called. I can't remember. But that's where it topped off for me, was Inquisition, because the storyline was consistent. All of the story was consistent between Dragon Age Origins. Like, if you went back and played through Origins, I don't know, it was boring for me. Here again, each person to their own. I don't mind. In my opinion, everybody's opinion is valid. I'm not discounting that. It's just the big thing for me was people really just did not, I don't know, vibe with what was going on, basically. But sure, they changed the way that everything worked that many times, and of course it was going to end up fucking backfired. I also tried playing The Witcher, but I couldn't customize my guy, so I just stopped playing. Plus, the game started with a nude scene. That's a way to quit a game. But then, each to their own again. As I said, did you ever play the original God of War? I'll say nothing more on that. But no, like, I understand, like, everybody has their own ways of sort of. Everyone has their own ways of, like, gauging a game. So they do. And there's how I see it. Everybody has their own way of gauging games. So they do. And, like, as I says, like, I never really enjoyed the Witcher games either, which, again, is probably blasphemy to a lot of people, but it is what it is at certain stages. Just certain games just don't enthrall you as much. But then at the same time, though, the way that I look at it is we've been poisoned by Dark Souls as well. Now, again, let me explain why we have been poisoned. Okay, I'm back. Had to help my brother with Subnautica. Okay. But no, we've been poisoned by the Souls series because we've been not even poisoned, ruined by the Souls series because if it doesn't play, act, or if the game's just not challenging enough, we'll just write it off. It's just an easy game to beat. Like that's the big thing with the Souls series. The Souls series has ruined a lot of gamers because whenever you beat a Souls game, you get that sense of I overcame the impossible, whereas a lot of games are very handholdy. Like again, just like RPG, yes, very handholdy, very like you're straight up overpowered, or you can get really, really, really stupidly OP early game stuff like that. There, like fucking hell. What was it? The South Park games are really good. Yes, they are. I have played the South Park games. They are good. I'll not deny that. And they are some. If you don't understand the way that the game works, it is also particularly difficult. That is also something I will not deny. South Park is also particularly difficult, but I never knew there was birds in this area. But okay, but no, there's so many things that we now take for granted from games. So there is. And that there's to me that seems to be a big sticking point. People just need to understand, take the game for what it's worth instead of trying to criticize it into oblivion. Like it's the same as the Lies of P criticism that I seem to see an awful lot. People criticize. You're the NPC that tells you about it, aren't you? Well, oh well, you're dead now anyway. I want to try Baldur's Gate, but both my laptop and PlayStation aren't compatible. Well, that's just shit. But yeah, I'll probably play Lies of P next when I get paid next. Are you gonna get the DLC? It was announced like 2 days ago. Fucking right, I'm getting the DLC. So I am. I will be doing a replay through of Lies of P. So I will. If anybody wants to put in a specific challenge, shout at me. And what I mean by a specific challenge, like only level, or well, not only level strength, but only use strength-based weapons or dex-based weapons or whatever way you want to spin it at that stage. If you want only use a specific type of style of weapon, we'll go with, or like only advanced weapons or shit like that there. I can do that there, but I'm not doing any major sort of fucking grind work, so I'm not. That is not something I am doing. Because again, I'll need to get through the entire game in decent time to be ready for the DLC. So well, plus there appears to be a shit ton of new weapons in the DLC, and I cannot wait to see what they have to spice it up. Because oh my god, again, game is fan-fucking-tastic. There's just so many other ways. Like I'm genuinely looking forward to going back to Lies of P. So the second all I know is it's coming out in the summer. So I need to get a profile made, built, and stuff like that there. I'm ready to go for the DLC. Now whether or not it's technique, strength technique. I think it's called technique. I believe it's called technique. depending on what build people want me to run, I'll run it. As I says, I might do an advanced build because that seems more interesting. You get to use like elemental weapons and shit, which to me seems more interesting. So it does over using just a strength or dex. So I might go an advanced build. Might. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm hoping they add in like new like weapon archetypes and shit like that there, because I know that there was with the level of flexibility that the game had, you could have done whatever the fuck you wanted, to be honest. You could make whatever weapon you wanted. You could make a fucking Greataxe with a fucking dagger at the tip instead of with a dagger at the top instead of an actual Greataxe head. Fucking hilarious. There's with the amount of combinations and with the amount of new combinations that they'll be able to add, I'll be like I'll be happy enough to see what they're gonna be like. I'm happy enough to see what they've been cooking. So I am. I need to actually re-download it and see if there's been any recent drops. Well, yeah, some of us get summer vacation even as adults, so that works perfectly for me. Oh, lucky you! I'll probably have to book off again, depending. Well, it's May, so I don't. No, it's summer, so I don't think I'll have anything absurd planned for that date. Hopefully, I need a release date so I can sort of poke my way around and see what the situation is. I would need some flexibility, so I would. But if I can score it, I will, because Lies of P has been one of the games that has had me hooked from day fucking one. With it, like day one, Lies of P was, oh my god. Every boss, and the thing is I finished Lies of P with the like. If you go back and play my watch my original playthrough, I didn't use the block. I dodged everything. I didn't use your guard breaking shenanigans or anything. I just dodged everything like a fucking idiot. Oh, it wasn't until later playthroughs that I realized that I really fucked up, lah. It wasn't until much later playthroughs that I really discovered that I fucked up, lah. But no, all that there is like I now have actual usable information on Lies of P now. Actually, do you want to know something? You know what I really need to do? I really need to go back and platinum Lies of P. So I'll probably make that a rule whenever I'm doing my my rerun of Lies of P. Is to platinum in the game at the same time. So it is. That'll probably be a good shout. As is, I think my goal for this video. Where the fuck did you come out of? My goal for this video was just to finish off the Undead Settlement, if I'm correct. I think. Give me the cleaver, you bitch. When do I get access to my first heavy stone, though? Getting access to that early enough would be nice. I might need a bit of testing. So it might. Right. I don't need to particularly go deal with the Cursed Rod of Greatwood just yet. Of course, I was an idiot and forgot the Mortician's ashes. I knew I was missing a fucking bonfire. Is it because I didn't rest on it? I lit it, but I didn't rest on it. Does that mean I don't have access to it or something? No, it was just in the wrong area, wasn't it? It was I. The Cestus. The fact that I could kill the fucking giant rat so easily makes me so happy. The amount of times I've died to that fucking rat is absurd. As I say, his plan is, as long as we get as far as the Road of Sacrifices, we should be pretty good. We need to actually travel back to the Firling Shrine so we can get access to something. What is it we needed access to? Oh, the key from the Mortician's ashes. And possibly, nope. I said possibly an upgrade, but no. Purchase item. I need to give you the ashes first. Umbrella ashes. Mortician's ashes, yes. And gives me access to a key, and that's about the height of it. And some dark grace and infinite fire pine resin. That's actually going to be pretty good because if I ever need a pine resin, then I can use it. Here's Loretta's bone. You, on the other hand, have my helmet of choice. I love how it's called the Kite Shield, but it's not the Kite Shield, it's the Dranglake Shield. And nothing else. Okay. God dang it. Seriously? Is my fucking endurance that fucking pitiful right now? Right, time to power level our endurance at this rate. I don't see myself needing Vort's soul, but I'll keep it on me just in case. Right, I'm sorry, but let's power level my endurance here real quick. Or vitality, sorry, that's an off-4 level. Why is it always in 4s?
Farewell, Ashen One.
I don't need any of the rest of those. Thank you. We've got the key, so now we get to go through the lower levels. We're going through the dilapidated bridge. We're trying to clean up as much of the undead settlement as possible. But yeah, try and guess how far I am in Hollow Knight. I would I would assume that you have fully finished it. So I would assume that you've fully completed it to the utmost of completions. Again, that could be a bold assumption, but that's what I'm assuming. Because as far as I know, if you've beaten the 5th Pantheon, I'm assuming you're finished. Well, again, assumptions can be the death of people, but again, that's my assumption. Loincloth. Is there actually anything down here of value bar souls? The most broken halberd in the game, those down here. Alright, Skelly Bros. Time to die. It is so nice being able to one-shot you fucks. Now game. On previous characters, yes, multiple times, but on this character, my problem is I don't know that much about Hollow Knight at the same time, so I'm going to say about the halfway point, maybe. I think that's about the best assumption I can make. I need you to die. Say about halfway, if not close to the end. Right. Crystal lizards. Was that heavy stone I just got my hands on? I count that as a booyah. Only thing is I need the fire and coal to upgrade it, which isn't until we get to the, just outside Fire and Wood, the Road of Sacrifices. Now that's going to be a PvP hub, and I'm not looking forward to it. So it is. That is going to be a PvP fucking nightmare, and I'm not going to like a single fucking second of it, because my build right now is not catered to PvP at all. So right now, the simple concept of PvP to me is pain. Because the PvP would have evolved to a level now that I can't even comprehend. The PvP in this game would have evolved to a level that is just far well beyond anything I could do. And on top of that, this PvP has my most hated style of PvP, and it is fucking reactionary PvP, which I fucking hate the most of all things. So it is. I hate fucking reactionary PvP. So I do. It is the most boring style of PvP you can ever fucking figure out. Fight me if you disagree. But yeah, I'm about halfway in Hollow Knight and the new character. Ha! I wasn't far off. I was not far off, so I will accept that answer. Fuck you and your tubs. Still so close to being able to just simply two-shot you lot. What style of PvP? The Dark Souls 3 has a really, like, it's a really passive style of PvP, so it is. And it really annoys me because it's basically wait for somebody to whiff an attack, then attack. So it's a very reactionary style of PvP, so it is. It's very reactionary. Now, I don't know if it has changed much since I have been away, but from the PvP that I've seen whenever I've done my Platinum run, it's still very much the same. There's very, very little aggression. Well, I haven't been speedrunning that much yet. I love it how you added in just the yet. Speedrunning was something I couldn't do. And speedrunning is primarily because speedrunning just that involves one absurd time sink, so it does. And that is just something I can't put my head to. Like. I used to fight kind of like that, but more aggressive. Going in guns blazing is a bad idea. See, that's where I disagree. Going in guns blazing is the entire idea. So it is, unless you're scared of getting parried, of course. But normally my entire concept is overwhelming offense. Is normally how I play. So it is, like, I prefer, like, just straight up offense. I just prefer being able to mess up my opponent instantly. I don't like this waiting around, what are you gonna do? You know, that style of play pisses me off. I prefer just go in, beat the fuck out of them, and be on my way. I just prefer, let's just get it over with. Why are you dragging this out? I mean, like mashing R1 or L2 when the fight starts. Oh no, I'm not so much of the mashing type. So I like spacing too. But the thing is though, is you'll get the people that are going out of that go out of their way to literally hide and poke you with a spear. Like the 4-pronged plow, for example, being the biggest offender. The second, like, that weapon as a whole is so hard to punish because no matter what, it's going to stagger you. So no matter what you do, unless you're using a massive weapon, it's going to stagger you. Which leaves you on an uphill fight trying to deal against somebody with superior range. But at the exact same time, at that stage, I just parry them. And fun fact, did you also know that Gundyr's Halberd has a true combo? I mean, I've only done Coliseum PvP, so I really don't know that much. Most of the fights I got, they just sucked. Yeah. That's the problem. Like, in my opinion, like, it's... Like, if I was to go by the whole PvP standards of things, like, the way I would look at it is, by far, Dark Souls 1 has the worst PvP. Like, Scythe with Sword Dance is so goated. Oh, yeah. But the thing is, what the main weakness to that is literally just being parried. That's your main weakness there, is literally just straight up being parried, so it is. That is just straight up the weakness to that. But the thing is, though, is I prefer, again, like I say, sword stance on a scythe is goated. You're 100% correct on that, because that's one of my favourite setups too. But the thing is, though, is from a PvP point of view, it's just you're asking to be parried at that stage. Again, I'm never going to claim that I'm the best fucking player, but whenever it comes to PvP, I at least like to think that my knowledge is about the 60 to 70% range. Right. I need Sigurd to survive this engagement, so I need you to just, I need you to just die nice and quick. If you want to charge up like that there, I will too. I once did PvP with just some skirt and the gold mask on Elden Ring and then beat people as a flex. Okay, that's just mean, but fair. The only time I've gotten parried on my side setup is that one time you summoned me at the it was right, the subterranean shutting ground. In saying that there, I'm not going to deny, that was hilarious. So it was. Most people I used to fight didn't know how to parry. Yeah, like, that had to have been the worst fucking potential luck that you had, la. You had to, just whenever you come into my world, it is the one son of a bitch that knew how to parry, la. I felt so bad for you at that time too, because that was just like, oh my god. You couldn't have, you genuinely could not have predicted that to happen. So you couldn't have. I mean, I just talked about here, law. Nobody is initially good at PvP. I will say that with pure fucking fanaticism, due to the fact that I was, for a long time, I was shit at PvP. My peak was back when the Colosseums was added. No, my peak was probably before it, actually. My peak was before the Colosseums, to be honest. Whenever I seen the Colosseums just got sweatier and sweatier. My Commander Standard build was so bad, but it's shredded. Yeah, but the thing, like, as I say, is, like, I'm never going to diss people on their builds, because, look, each person has their own style of play, look. But what really started to annoy me was the whole dual lance setups and shit. That shit fucked me off to no end. Like, that shit annoyed me to no end, but then I got proficient at fucking absolutely bodying them. And then at the same time, though, it was the fact that I just got to a point where I was that good at dealing with them that I just made a fucking mockery of them. And then I started getting hate for making a mockery of them. They're using one of the most busted setups in the game. Get fucked. Dual spears and people spamming death round court. Yes. See, that shit was bullshit, so it was. Like, that was fucking the epitome of fucking, raw toxicity, look. And then you had the fact that they thought they were good at the game, and I'm just like, bitch, I get you again, and I will forcefully shove my fucking sword through your throat and watch as you pray for death, boy. I will watch you choke on your own build. Okay, yeah, a bit aggressive, but in my opinion, fucking warranted. But seriously, I loved watching people struggle with certain builds. Like, there was the one guy, right? I think I called him Crowley. I can't remember what his name actually was, right? But he was a dual lance user. And he beat me once, and he pointed me down, and he never beat me again after that. I beat that son of a bitch with a fucking torch. The only time I go into the Colosseum is when I do group battles with some randoms that added me to their group chat. Yeah, like, that would be the only time I would warrant it as well. But it was that time, like, Crowley, I think I ended that man's career, because after that, after it said that GC died? Oh, the group chat died? Yeah. It happens. So it does. It's just, there was a lot of, how would you put it? There was a lot of external shit going on, so there was. A lot has happened in the past the past few weeks, so there's. Right, that's a downgrade overall, but it does save me a good bit of armor. Or a good bit of weight, even. So I will take it. I got no healing at all. I think that there's mostly everything cleaned up. So I think that's mostly. It's just the cursed rod of Greatwood now that we need to deal with. Like 3 people were up to do the group battle, but the 4th one never showed up. Ah, shit. In saying that, there, I didn't like doing group battles with our group. Like I don't know if you're part of our group as a whole. You might have been. I'm not 100% sure. But there was a set of there was a few people within our group, our specific group, that I really didn't like PvPing with because they were the epitome of meta tryhards, like, and I couldn't stick to it, like their level of tryhard was so much higher than everybody else's. It just made the game unfun. I'm not in your group. All right. I couldn't remember if you were, because I remember Warframe was in our group at one stage. So I couldn't remember if it was you or Warframe. So I couldn't. But no, it was like, it depends. Like if you're doing shits and giggles like cosplay stuff like that there, like doing cosplay fights and shit like that there. Yeah, sure, that shit's fun. But see, whenever you've got people going, yeah, I'm just there. But whenever you've got fucking meta tryhard people by, you're just like, dude, it's a game. Relax, please. Don't have me to slap your meta build with a non-meta weapon, please. Don't have me slap you about. But yeah, cosplayers are fun. Iced Estes is a really good one. Yes. Also, Sheenroot? Yeah. I don't know where. I don't. Iced Estes though. But yeah, no. As says, my feelings with the Colosseums in Elden Ring is mixed at best. So it is, simply just off of the basis of the group. I think it was just the groups I was in was just not great to be with. Gotta protect the McNuggets. Right. Slam your ass there, mate. Always gotta protect the McNuggets. I don't know how to feel sorry for you, or like I really don't know how to feel for this guy right now. Iced Estes is genuinely so creative with his builds. It's surprising he only has 10k. Yeah. But that is the thing though, is like, for as much as the Souls games do get recognition, they're just not I don't know. I think people are just picky with them. So they are. I think, right, so I've gotten as far as I want to get, but I'm going to push this a little bit longer because I know I'm really close to some really good upgrades. So I'll get as far as getting my Farn Coal online, and then I'll quit the stream from there. So basically our next area we've got the Road of Sacrifices, and then the next place. The next place is my target because this area isn't massive. So it isn't. I would like a few more large shards. I'll not deny that though. So if you want to be so kind and drop me a few large shards, I would graciously accept. I also don't know if I'm in the level range of this area either. I can't remember what the level range of this area is. So I can't. Splat. I feel bad for Corvians, but Like he made a basketball build where he used great pots and the mesmer's remembrance and fucking hell. Okay, yeah, that's kind of funny though. I'll give him that. That's actually really fucking creative. Look here, like no harm, guys, but why don't you just give me your scythe? Oh, disappointing. I wouldn't have minded your scythe because your scythe is like really good. I assume he had the Radagon bawling song playing in the background. I just roughly remember that song too. That song's hilarious too. Why do I have 20,000 souls? Why am I doing stupid shit by being down here, la? Good thing you can't be invaded while you're here. I just realized that. Brigand Twin Daggers. It's a good song, to be honest. It is. It's the most creative people that get the least recognition in Souls games. Yeah. It is so unfortunate that that is actually the case. I 100% agree with you on that one too. It's the most creative or the most viable people just get completely shunned. But it could be something as stupid as they said one thing in one video and now I don't like them and you're just like, dude, what the fuck? He said one thing in one video, la, and you're gonna try and destroy his entire career over the head of it, like, and you're like, what the fuck, mate, la? Like, did somebody hurt you in your past life, la? Or in this life? More fucking accurately. I had a laugh because I had a great laugh. Somebody they actually deleted their comment, which is actually really funny. He literally said, I don't know if it was a girl or a boy. Like I genuinely don't know which one it was, but they literally says that my tone of voice was offensive. My tone of voice was offensive. I don't think I've ever laughed more at a comment in my life. And in the souls of people who do no hits get good views and shit, and the funny and creative people don't really get anything. Yeah. Basically, it's challenge runners. See challenge runners. Challenge runners get all the views. So they do. Challenge runners like in a polite sense hog all the views. So they do. And that's just it. Unfortunately, that just simply it. That's just it is what it is. So it is. Unfortunately, that's all I can say to that. Is the challenge runners get all the views. Right. I don't know if I'm going to be invaded while I'm here. I'm going to try and hopefully not get invaded so I can just homeward bone straight out of here once I'm done with this place. Because I don't want to be here long enough to cause issues. Hang on, I've got a little bit of a crash course of stuff to get done here before I get fucking invaded. I wonder how strong I'm going to be once I get a heavy setup on this thing. I kind of want to avoid being poisoned too if I can. Stop it. Behave. More endurance would be good too. Right. Now we've got the Black Knight to deal with. I can't parry him, so I'm going to just backstab fish, I guess. So gear. Alright. Again, dude, how did you know I was on my way and then you decide to be here? Like, it's like, dude. Seriously, game? Just let me backstab him, would you? Give me the greatsword. I was getting greedy, so I was. What did I miss? Like, I said Shinra Warframe, and you get so little attention compared to challenge runners and PvPers with the same build every time. Oh yeah, without a doubt, that's just a regular thing. I mean, yeah, I'm part of the challenge runners, but I do them for the love of the game, not for views. As you can see, by me not having a channel, very true. I'm not going to deny that. As says as says me and you've already had this conversation random. I'm talking to you, Scumnut. Ah, I'm talking to you, Scumnut. The only challenge runner I watch is the Backlogs. Backlogs is only ones that I watch as well because he's actually kind of hilarious. So he is. Press continue is also good. Gobble, I do. Press continue is also really good. You're right. I forgot about him. Meaty Jesus is also quite fun. Haven't seen Meaty Jesus, funnily enough. People like Bushy and the other one with the cat profile picture just use the same unfunny jokes in every single run. Oh, what the hell? I can't even remember his name now. But I know who you're on about. And then for all kinds of rants and bullshit, go to the challenger, Andy. Yeah, pretty much. Like the thing is though is we're kind of just sort of like they've all carved out a very specific niche for themselves, and that's what makes them viable. Whereas we can't really infringe on their niche because we just can't do that. It's hard. It's too hard to actually get into the niche to begin with, and then being able to move or freely do whatever you want within that niche is also extremely difficult. So how much damage am I losing here? So just less than 20 damage, I guess. So 20, less than 20, but we're gaining a crap ton. What did I miss? Challenger Andy. Turlock and Mango is at the bottom of the challenge runner food chain. He deserves to be down there. He's quite entertaining, so I don't mind him. Right, that's my heavy Greataxe now acquired, so that's good big bonuses for me. Don't think I can reinforce it again, no, because I'm missing a large Titanite shard. Obviously Great Morning. No other rings that are usable as of right now. I think we've done everything we've came to do. So I do. I don't like his clickbait titles. I think that's the one thing that I can at least say for myself is the fact that I do not rely on clickbait. I forgot to mention Noah is Neon. He's really entertaining. That's good to know because like I said, I might actually start watching a few of these guys, which is odd. Because I said I still do watch YouTube in my free time, so I do. I assume you're talking about his secret starting classes. Oh god. Yes, that. Right. Anyway, level up. We could just pack it into strength. But I think strength's not really an extreme need right now. So I will go with endurance. That to me looks like a fine spread. We're a while away. I've noticed in later and later games that it takes longer and longer to get the Ring of Favor and Protection, so it does. Right. Anyway, I think that's everything. I think that there's where we'll tie it up for the night. So it is, because that there was a pretty solid start, and we've gotten as far as I wanted to get before doing anything else. So yeah, I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to probably just something. We'll probably just take a break for the fucking rest of the night because I've got other things to get done. Oh yeah, I mean it's technically clickbait, but it's his criteria, so it's also not clickbait. But if it's your opinion, so you do you. I'm just a hater. I like hating. Some people just enjoy that kind of stuff. I'll not deny it. But yeah, guys, thank you for all joining me. Oh, it was a good bit of fun. So Gobble random, and I think Soul popped in here, or Spirit, sorry. Spirit popped in for a hot minute, so he did. So thank you all for joining me on this lovely little stream, and I hope you all enjoyed the Dark Souls 3 Greataxe run. That was a good run. So it was. Thank you very much, Gobble, and I'll see you all in the next video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Bye!